The restoration project has put a spotlight on UF restoration, urban future restoration. What is that? That is a series of programs. There's a programmatic side to it, and then there's a philosophical side to it. The programmatic side are 3 key programs. There's mentoring, there's tutoring, and there's career coaching.
It's about the kids in the inner city. It's about urban future. So the Blue CD was an effort to rally up some musicians locally in St. Louis that, I guess, as a promoter of blues or a venue owner at the Wolf Public House, I kind of thought, since I hire a lot of these people, I thought I would handpick a handful of them and bring them in the studio and create a CD that would kind of exemplify what blues is like and an example of the genre in St. Louis, so that we would somehow mold it into to provide something for these kids to attach themselves to. Music is as a hook to maybe changing their lives for the better in the future. And
why restoration? Because we want to restore what poverty has fractured or poverty has misaligned. We want to create a unity and alignment between the family, the school system, and the community, the immediate community, as well as the greater community. And so to restore that, to bring back some kind of structure and alignment, we, Urban Future, have created the restoration framework or movement or program so that St. Louis can come around the table and get involved shoulder to shoulder and participate in a very unifying, aligned manner.
Not only are we resurrecting or restoring our youth in St. Louis, but at the same time, dualfold, we're also bringing back to attention to the blues music. So it's a good marriage for the two. And I'm glad that I've been asked to be a part of it. It's been sometimes you go into things not expecting to do anything except just participate in it, and you find that you end up being the one that is educated more than other people.
There's always luck, right? If you position yourself well, as my grandpa Miller said, if you kind of hold your mouth right, great things will happen. And in walks Arthur Roland from the Blind Boys of Alabama, a 6-time Grammy winner. I mean, we held our mouths right?
That's such a rich history of the music here, and then having to search out and walk in all those small places and looking for artists, and having to walk into Ralph's place where he was still trying to keep the heritage of the music alive, and hearing an incredible vocalist and guitar player like Alvin Jett who exemplified what the music was then and even now with the modern flavor that he put on it. And coming from where I come from, I heard a little bit of everything that I knew. I've been doing this business 35 years. I heard a little bit of the gospel, a little bit of the soul, a little bit of the R&B, a little bit of the blues, and found him to be a very unique artist.
Sean Correa is a young talent that we recently found. The Jimmy Leg Presents has kind of taken under their arm a little bit in order to help expand his career. Sean comes from primarily the inner city and the urban core, and kind of branched out and escaped the hardship that was found in the urban core.
Sean Correa is what I call, and as a producer and an artist, a young man that in the midst of all this was kind of a lump of coal that came out. And as a producer, you're always looking for that lump of coal that you can polish into a diamond.
Eventually, the restoration project will go away. It won't be necessary anymore. It won't be necessary. It's necessary now because we're working in an area where dreams are dashed. You can't dream. You can't dream when you don't have resources. And so if we can ultimately get dreams to come true, and the cycle that you speak of starts to occur, where those who are benefit from restoration ultimately can come back and help kids in restoration, all of a sudden it just becomes part of the fabric of society. It's kind of how it works where resources are plentiful. There's just that kind of looping back and that thing. But it doesn't always happen in the urban core. And that's what we want to have happen. That will truly level the playing field so that our kids can believe in their possibilities as well, our urban kids.